The mother of Karoline Leavitt's nephew has been arrested by ICE. Okay? Karoline Leavitt, the chief spin officer of lies from the White House in defense of Donald Trump's ICE program and everything else. So according to the Daily Beast, let's put it back up. According to the Daily Beast, White House press secretary Karoline Leavitt has been scolded over her refusal to help after ICE detained her nephew's mother. The White House official has gone on radio silence since Bruna Ferreira, who is the mother of Leavitt's nephew, was swept up by ICE this month. Ferreira's sister, whose last name is Rodriguez, tells the Boston Globe. Ferreira is 33, a native of Brazil, has lived in the United States since she was 6 years of age. Dos Santos Rodriguez says her sister has been part of the Leavitt family for more than a decade after she had a son with Leavitt's brother, Michael Leavitt Sr. They never married, but share custody of their son, who splits his time between his dad in New Hampshire and his mother in Massachusetts. Karoline Leavitt has decided not to address the situation. Michael Leavitt, who has since remarried, did not respond to a request for comment. A source familiar with the situation claimed to the Daily Beast that Santos Rodriguez was less involved in the Leavitt family, saying, quote, "This individual is the mother of Karoline's nephew, and they have not spoken in many years. The child has lived full time in New Hampshire with his father since he was born. He has never resided with his mother. However, a 2014 article, this is a news article about Leavitt's brother winning $1 million as part of a fantasy football competition, included him saying that Ferreira was his fiance. Ferreira was his fiance. He added that they lived together with their 8-month-old son. Can we just stop for a second? Did we really expect this White House and this Leavitt to tell the truth about this situation? Okay, it should not be a shock that there's contrary information to the narrative that has come from the White House. Okay, let's continue. Quote, "I need the lights fixed on the back of my car," Ferreira told a local paper when asked if their family had an immediate need for the $1 million. She said she needed her lights fixed on the back of her car. Quote, "And we need a lamp for my son's room. Other than that, we don't really need much. We have our health. We have a nice condo. We really are blessed." Leavitt said he planned to spend some of the money by taking Ferreira on a trip to the West Coast. This is all documented, okay? All documented. Making the current matter more bizarre, Dos Santos Rodriguez revealed that some in the Leavitt family, including her child's father, pushed her to self-deport after she was detained back to a country where she has no home and hardly speaks the language. Quote, "They just kept saying, tell her to self-deport," she told the Globe. Self-deport to where? Brazil is not her home. They're trying to push it off as a vacation. That's not a vacation. Bruna barely speaks the language. End quote. Ferreira, who was leaving her home in Revere, Massachusetts to pick up her son at the time of her arrest, is now being held at an ICE facility in Louisiana. The Globe's report said, quote, her car was suddenly swarmed by immigration and customs enforcement agents. They were not the most gentle with her, Dos Santos Rodriguez told the paper. The Department of Homeland Security spokesperson said in a statement that um, Ferreira, quote, has a previous arrest for battery and that she overstayed a tourist visa in 1999. She was merely a kid. Under President Trump and Secretary Noem, all individuals unlawfully present in the United States are subject to deportation. However, there's a however here, a big one. The attorney of Ferreira's attorney disputes that his client has any criminal history. Quote, Bruna has no criminal record whatsoever, he said. I don't know where that is coming from. Show us the proof. There are no charges out there. She's not a criminal, illegal alien. Sad, isn't it? So let's take it away from the real housewives atmosphere of the White House. Let's bring it into the real world. There's a mother who has been separated from her son. There's a mother who likely was separated from her son unlawfully. Potentially, she has been targeted by members of this administration because she did not engage in self-deportation because, well, she's been here since she was 6 years old. This is her home. And maybe the emphasis for her to self-deport was to stop the political fallout of a national story like this breaking sometime in the future. So maybe she was targeted. Here's what we can do. A mother has been separated from her son. Her family doesn't seem to be fighting for her on the Leavitt side. They are powerful. They utilize influence to enrich themselves. They utilize influence to protect certain family members. Hell, they have utilized their influence to protect their friends who have been accused of human sex trafficking. But they will not utilize their influence to make a wrong right. Put it up. There's a GoFundMe for this mother. The GoFundMe for this mother, Ferreira, has raised nearly $20,000 as of Wednesday morning. The fundraiser says that she has maintained her legal status through DACA, followed every requirement, and has always strived to do the right thing. I'm sure my sister was terrified, frantic, Dos Santos Rodriguez said of her arrest. She's been here since she was 6 years old. She's more American than she is anything else. And the bottom line is she's human. She is human. And so I'm asking, let's put it back up. I'm asking anyone who can provide some assistance to provide assistance, do the very best you can to support this mother who has been, in my opinion, illegally separated and definitely more unethically separated through an immoral act of this administration. Okay, dear brother, thoughts here.
I mean, I was thinking a little bit about some of my family members when I talked to them about undocumented immigrants, about ICE, about all of these raids that are happening. And some of them, absolutely, they drink the Fox News Kool-Aid
Mhm.
and they sit in their living rooms and they understand the reality very differently than we do. So I appreciate you actually bringing it back to the real world, because when I sometimes attempt to do that, it's like speaking a different language when you remind people that these policies are having actual material effects on people, when you go, hey, actually, these are human beings. This isn't just like a political idea that you've been sold on Fox News. So I'm glad that you did that. I don't know exactly what the answer is, because when you combine the hysteria that we have as a people over undocumented immigrants, and then you see the manifestation of what that hysteria looks like in the real world, I don't know how anybody can sit and smile at what's going on. It's
Right.
disgusting. These people need to be reined in some way, and I think the American people need to do a little bit more, like proper research on exactly what their prejudices, what their ideas are actually based in, because this is not based in reality. The amount of vitriol that we have toward this group of people and the collateral damage, I think, is just going to continue to happen.
That's right. And it requires some soul searching,
Yep, absolutely.
because the expression that we have about other people are really, those are really expressions that we have and hold on the inside of us.